Leo, don't worry about a thing, King. Don't worry about a thing, King, unless someone's pushed you over the edge like Aslan, and you're like, listen, you have pushed me over the edge now. You're probably looking at Edgeley or Edgy or Edgeley, or like someone's pushed you over the edge. You could be dealing with a fool, and there could be distance. Long distance travel, you could be dealing with a Cancerian. You can probably watch the Cancerian reading, or a 7. How you doing, Leo? Someone's pushed you over the edge, Anlan. It's like, listen, Anlan, Anne, the name Anne or Annie or Annabelle or Belle, but like, listen, there is no bell of the ball. So anyway, you're right, Leo. We're going straight into your channel stuff, and then I'm gonna explain about the brutal truth, and you might not like it, but you're gonna have to have tough skin for this one. But unless you are someone's Jewish or something, I don't know what that is about skin. Anyway, something about peeling. It came up for another one. A peeling, a court, going to court. Watch the 7 reading. It's exactly the same. Well, the Cancerian one. But a peeling, skin's peeling, or like I am no longer appealed. Okay, or like court's adjourned and you're going to court and all of that kind of thing. Or you got caught with your pants down. Whichever way, I'm hearing somebody has pushed the lion over the edge. So I'm hearing like, look, you pushed me over the edge now. I am completely and utterly... Well, somebody could have passed on. I don't know what this is for. Like Parsons, the name Parsons, or passed on physically. This is going to have nothing to do with what this reading is about. But if you haven't met the channel before, you can be dealing with Scorpio. Here we go again, Leo, for all you guys that always watch. If you haven't seen the channel before and you've just seen it, then there's a video that you can watch below that explains to you, because I am a numerology card reader, as well as a tarot card reader and a psychic medium and all of the above, where I speak to the dead. Predict it, think it, who knows, but you'll have to know the channel. If not, there's a video that does explain below if you get lost. Okay, you could be dealing with Virgo. Get lost, Virgo is what I'm hearing. Get lost, 9. I'm in denial. Get lost, get lost, get lost, get lost. Anyway, Virgo. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You probably really want to watch the Cancerian reading. So, how you doing, Leo? Feels like that somebody's pushed you out, pushed you off, or pushed you off a cliff. Or your name is Cliff, or Richard, or Dick. But Dick Richard, or Cliff Richard, or... I got myself a crying, walking, sleeping, talking, living doll. What? So you could be dealing with Richie. What button? Anyway, what's this button do? So yeah, don't push the button. Don't push the boat. Don't rock the boat. Oh dear, don't rock the boat, because you could be going to heaven in a little rowboat clap. Something to do with a 6. You might be getting the clap. You might be sleeping with someone that has the clap. Who knows? But you could be dealing with a 6 or someone that has a very large nose. Who knows? But I'm definitely don't rock the boat around a 6. Around a Capricorn or a Gemini, don't rock the boat. I'm hearing you're rocking the boat. Be careful, you might fall out of the boat. Be careful, unless you are boat race. You're right, boat race, face race, boat Rachel, Ray-Als. Anyway, yeah, so it feels like that Aslan, somebody has pushed you out, cast you out, casted a spell on you, maybe put a spell on you if you believe in witchcraft, like cast your shadow upon you and said, right, you're out as well. Silver's still cutting people out by the sounds of it, but like cut you out, cut you off, cut you out, cut you. I'm going to cut you unless someone's cutting themselves. Be very careful around cutting anything that is also to do around red tape. Okay, but I'm going to cut the tape like Pink Floyd and make a track. So it could be someone's internal track. Man, these are the same messages that have been coming up for everybody else. I need to cut a track with somebody. Okay, but I'm also hearing though, I'm thinking about the king. Thinking about King. Stephen King. Stephen. You know what, Stephen? Hello. But like I'm thinking about Steve. Thinking about Steve. Thinking about Steve. Thinking about the king. Thinking about Lion King Leo. Thinking about Steve. Steve is what I'm hearing. Steve, thinking about, well, Stephen King or a Lion King or Steve. I'm thinking about Steve. Right, I don't know, are you? Are you, Leo? Are you thinking about me? Don't worry about a thing. It's alright. That actually came up in another reading. Don't worry, it's alright. Right, so I'm thinking about Steve, I'm thinking about Steve. You could be called Steve, right? Or Julian. I'm also hearing Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, Jays, everywhere, again, Jen. Don't worry about a thing. I'm thinking about Steve. Are you? Who's that? Any of you out there? But like, somebody's pushed you over the edge, is what I feel like. Like you have just literally topped the bill. You're like, I can't take this anymore. Or you've just pushed me over the edge now. I mean, there's literally someone just like pushed someone out, and you're like, right, I'm going to push you out. I'm pushing you out. I'm pushing you out. I'm pushing you out too. Or I'm pushing you. I mean, there's somebody physically in a boat rocking it, like you're rocking the cradle. Oh, the hand that rocked the cradle. You've rocked me all night long. Is what I'm hearing. Rock me. Rock me? Roxy. Roxy! Anyway, Leo, somebody here is thinking, 5. Sagittarius, Taurus energy, 5. Thinking about the king, kinky about Stevie or Kinky or Kiki D. But like I'm thinking about D's nuts, or I'm thinking about their nuts. I wonder what kind of hazel they have. What kind of eyes have you got? Little red, white Riding Hood? Riding Hood. Ooh, what big eyes you have. Do you? Oh, but like, ooh. But like, oh, what big eyes you have. Look at your eyes. Look at those eyes, they don't seem to matter. I don't know much, but I know I love you. The Lovers, Gemini, you already want 7 reading. But that may be all there is to know. It's like, well, I never did know. I never did get any closure from this. You never did really tell me why. It's like, well, does there need to be an answer of why? Yeah, but I don't know much. It's like, well, what do you not know then? Do you not know? I don't know, someone was expecting some news of like, well, I didn't know, did you know? Oh, I've got no idea. Elijah, go away. Go away, Elijah. I'm not having that joke around here anymore. What do you call a deer with no eyes? Everybody knows that one. If you do not know that joke, get away from my channel now, Leo, but come back. Anyway, very quickly, if you're watching my channel, please give it a like. Okay, at least a like. But please, can you also make sure that you watch the video consistently, even if you're not watching it, right? If you're in the chat and you just pop in and go, hello, I'm Leo and I'm at work, but I'm just popping in just to get everybody's attention in the chat and then go, please can you not do that? Because it keeps the algorithm consistent. So even if like you got it on your phone, you're like, man, I'm sitting here now watching Steve on my phone, but I can't stay long, right? Can you just like mute it so the sound doesn't like, so you know, people at work are like, hello everybody at work, this is Steve, this is Seven Tarot. Right, just turn the sound off and then just keep it until the video's finished, because the algorithm adds to the algorithm of YouTube of what I don't want to explain and bore you because of your reading. But it does help. Okay. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe. So I'm hearing though that I am got you on my mind. You are always on my mind. You are always on my mind. Debbie, you're right, Debbie. You're always on my. Yeah. I don't know. I'm hearing you are always on my mind. You are always on my mind. So it's like, well, you're always on my mind. So, something here though around, like I said, you've pushed someone over the edge or pushed someone out. It's like, I can't take this anymore, bruv. I have turned into a 7. You could be dealing with a 7. You see, if you're a 5. And someone hears a 7, ooh, no, right, no, there's no limits, there's no limit that you will go to. 5 of Cups, I feel down, right, what on earth is going on? I need support, you don't emotionally support me, 5. 5 of Cups turns into a 5 of Swords, oh no, 7, runs with 5, takes it, no, I'm putting up with that. Batter, battered fish. I'm going to batter you, fish. I'm telling you what. No, a 7 has 5 of Swords in its arms. It was like, no, bruv, no, I am running from that. You are not going to get me into a 5. It doesn't matter of life path or whatever. You can still look at Sagittarius, 5, Taurus, 5. Okay? So, cross comparison of other readings where you can watch. Numerologically. Okay, but numerology, you can still see that same aspect that seems to be coming through your own. 5, Sagittarius or Taurus or life path or healing year. 7, okay, relating to Cancerian and what went on in there. That relates to around the Gemini that was in both of them. Okay, 6, Capricorn, Gemini. If you've just found this, I'm going to confuse you, so you're probably better off watching that video. Okay, I ain't going to do this very long because we are going to get into the juicy bits. And this is Taurus. Going to be dealing with a 5. Leo. Okay, so 5. Oh no, you won't support my emotional need. Okay, no, I won't. Right? Why? Wow, no, 5 of Swords. You're playing mind games on me. No, you won't give me any attention. You're playing mind games on me. No, 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 no. I feel the energy is bad. I left. That's why I've gone. Right? So what you've got here is dark and light energy that came up through the other reading, which is a lot to do with it contaminates my mind, it contaminates my feelings. There's too much thinking. Too much thinking. Could even be an Aquarian, right? But like too much thinking, too much thinking, too much thinking, too much thinking, too much thinking. That was your reading, that was your channel message for a start. Too much thinking, too much thinking, too much thinking, too much thinking, too much thinking. That 5, where whatever it be of thinking, is projected onto a 7 energy for them to leave, to go, right? It's because they won't take that. That's why that does not match. 5 and 7 do not match, right? Because you're raised to what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3, yeah, 3, Pisces. Right. So you've just got like mixed energy, I feel, and I'm going to stop this at the moment, but I really do feel like it's a lot of that, like, man, I ain't thinking about this anymore. I'm out, I'm done, I'm not thinking and trying to pretend anymore. Like, energy doesn't match because of thinking. Thinking creates darkness. When you think too much, and you overreact too much, your overreaction creates a chain reaction. It creates that chain reaction of dark energy. Because that does, excessive thinking creates dark thoughts. Obviously, right? If people are aware of that. Obsessive thinking makes dark thoughts. So you create your own darkness by feeding the energy of thinking too much. So thinking. What? Dark thoughts of, about, to, with the other person. Projection of dark energy, mixing with light. Doesn't mix well. Sagittarius, Libra, possible. Does not mix well with my light. Why is that? Because of dark empathy. Yeah, well, you don't have Evan, but you don't have any empathy for me. Of course I don't, because you're telling me that I don't have empathy. So you're making me feel guilty. 5. You're making me feel as if I'm alive, guilty. Johnny 5, John, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine. But you make me feel guilty. Why is that? Because of your 5 energy with my 7 energy, right? So, thinking, dark energy, dark thoughts, projection on to dark empathy, light empathy. You don't have any empathy for me. You can look at this as any fight or flight response to anybody. You don't have any empathy for me. Why do you not have empathy? Why will you not relate to relationship? Why is it that you will not attend to my emotional need of what I'm going through in 5, that then turns to the 5 of Swords, that then turns to Taurus, 5, Sagittarius. What I'm thinking about constantly all fucking day is relationship. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Get up, go to bed, thinking about relationship, thinking about what you're not doing. You're not supporting my emotional need. Constantly blah, 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 blah. Over in my head. More and more dark thoughts. Contamination of light. No, of course not. That's why I'm doing these readings. Dark and light, brutal truth, karmic readings. This is not about the karmics left me for another person. Thinking, the only reason I don't like that word, it's not that I don't believe in the karmics, because I do. Because everybody is karmic. Nobody out there, not even myself, is exempt from their karma. Nobody. So that word of they left me for their karmic is not in my vocabulary, because it means that I'm exempt from my karma. They left me for another person, which is their karmic. No. Not in my vocabulary of that, no. Right, because you have karma. That does not mean you're exempt from it, right? So, anyway, obsessive thinking, dark thoughts, dark energy, connecting with light. No, doesn't work. That's why we drifted apart. Okay, so did anybody out there of Leo actually watch the reading on Patron where I said, if you can make it through this by not doing this, by not doing it, afraid not, Pisces, if you ended up, right, watching that reading, whether you could or whether you couldn't do that and you weathered the storm and it all turned out like a shit storm in a teacup, that's telling you that you cannot be in control of anybody or anything. Definitely around a Stephen, right? Or a king. But you cannot control anything in life, right? So if you watch that reading, and you didn't watch it, and you're like, well, fuck, if I'd have actually watched that, and I listened to where Steve said, you know what, Leo? If you can actually make it through this week by not doing these things, you may well just make it. If you did listen to that and it did turn out right, you could be okay. If you didn't and the milk turned sour around the pushes, then you either one, didn't watch my tarot on Patreon, or you just kind of like did watch it, but it still happened, right? It still happened. So you got, well, whichever way it is, you got a lot of confusion. Is what I'm picking up, Leo, for your channeled stuff. Sometimes channel stuff isn't really stuff, it's metaphysical stuff. It's the stuff that doesn't make sense, and it doesn't make any whatsoever around Libra. Okay, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Could be dealing with maybe someone in a same-sex relationship, don't know. But I just keep thinking that I want to talk like that. Like, it doesn't make any sense at all, I don't know. Computer says no and I don't know. No. Right, so I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. You're not making any sense whatsoever, bruv. You're not making a lick of goddamn sense. Yeah, well, yeah. No. That's what I'm saying. Afraid not, man. If this is a Pisces, they're like, no, you're contaminating. You're contaminating my energy, right? So I don't know whether you are, is, was, tis, was, broke up, breaking up, not break. Don't know. It feels like Breaking Bad anyway. Heisenberg. Someone could be drinking Kronenberg. Let's go get some Kronenberg and drink it. Oh no, not during times at Foosler, not if you're in war and stuff like that. It's probably not best to start drinking. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine. I don't know, I don't drink. I cannot drink. I can't. My job will not allow me to drink. Okay. But anyway, just a very quick weird few shit messages there for you, Leo. How you doing, pussies? Anyway, you all turned into a mouse or a lion? What is it? You got any courage yet? Oh no, I can't. Or are you overly aggressive? Oh dear. Oh dear. Elijah, go away. Right. Let's see. So stop messing around, Steve, because I ain't got time, Leo. I am so behind. It's unbelievable. You're unbelievable, Carter. And then Carter, Stephanie Carter, or Carter. Right, the name Carter. Anyway, but you're unbelievable. Oh no. I know you're unbelievable. It's like, no, this is unbelievable. That's what I'm hearing. It's unbelievable. Must be metaphysical. Anyway, let's see. Leo, how does, because this is going to get juicy, how does Leo's partner think and feel about Leo? How does Leo's partner think and feel about Leo? And if these are brutal truth, Cancer, straight out the first reading was, sorry Cancer, but they think you're an absolute raving lunatic narc. Right? So I'm sorry, but these are going to be brutal truth if that's what it says, right? But energies do change when we look deeper. But let's see. So how does Leo's partner think and feel about Leo? Because we have to also look at the metaphysical side, but then we also, which is where this gets very difficult, is where we also have to look at the numerological placement of 8. So you could be dealing with a Leo or an Aquarian, but your partner thinks and feels that you are feeding them. You're feeding them. Well, I'm hearing feeding them a load of bullshit and lies. You could be dealing with Elijah, you could be dealing with Lucy, you could be dealing with Lucifer, could be a Capricorn. But I'm definitely hearing that you are luring them in, is what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing the name Lucy, but feeding. Breastfeeding for some reason. Why am I hearing breastfeeding? But how does, well, basically your partner thinks and feels that you're a Leo. Now, if they don't like the energy of Leo, then that's like, they think you're a Leo. It's just like, well, it's just fucking Leo, isn't it? It's straight up no chaser. I ain't chasing you, Leo. No, I ain't tracking you down. You track me down. And if you track me down like a fucking lion, then it's no good track and trace me, Tracy. It's not, you know, you're trying to track me? Track me down is what I'm hearing. Trace me. Chase, oh, I'm here, chase me. Go on, let's play kiss chase. Chase me. I want you to chase. If this is you guys, Leo, and you're like, no, I want you to chase me. I want you to track me down. I want you to chase me. No. No, no, no. But we'll see how good your reading is. But yeah, you are always on their mind. But I just don't know if that's good or bad. Well, you got Pisces here, but I can't take that because I'm not really... Let's see. What does Leo's partner think and feel about Leo? How does the partner think and feel about Leo? 5 of Cups. Okay. So, well, they think that you're down and out. That's what I'm saying. That's the energy of... Sorry if that Pisces energy came out like that, but I'm not calling out the energy of what I'm looking for in the reading at all. Okay. But you could be dealing with the Pisces in certain ways. 3 or so. But, like, what your partner thinks and feels is that exact same... Sname? What? Snail. Snail? Neil. I'm also hearing Neil. Neil. But, 5 of Cups. Which is exactly what I said around that 5 energy. I feel down. I feel low. I need your help. I need your support. Okay, you don't support me. Why do you not support me? Okay, that's what I'm saying. It can like, you know, when everybody in tarot readings is throwing around these energies of like narcissism and like control, right, and gaslighting and sociopath energies, right? Empath, sociopath, narcissism, and gaslighting is extremely difficult to figure out who the fuck it is that you are, Leo, when you're contaminating someone else's energy with 5. Right. When you're contaminating someone else's energy with a low energy. So through these times, what you can do is blame another person because they're not emotionally supporting you. That is also gaslighting, right? Is that well, you don't support me, you're not empathic, right? Is that you don't have any empathy for me, do you? Well, that is what a gaslighting energy or a dark empath can project onto another, right? So if your energy here is what you feel about your other person, which is you don't never support me, do you? And you've been saying, look, you don't never support me, I'm going through something at the moment, you don't have any empathy for me. If this milk has turned sour and this pussy's turned into a sourpuss, then this person you're probably blamed for not having any empathy. But how the hell is it that you know that you don't have dark empathy in you, right? Because that teaches you to stabilize one's emotions. You cannot learn from anybody unless you are contaminated with dark energy, right? You have to be contaminated in dark energy in order to be able to navigate yourself through it. So when it's like, oh my God, I'm in a 5 of Cups, right? How do I get you to show me any kind of sympathy whatsoever for all of this crap I'm going through in my life? Because I feel crap. I am now Debbie Downer. Debbie. But like, I am now Debbie Downer. I feel down. Because I feel down, you are supposed to support me emotionally. Men, physical men, normally masculine energies, do not support feminine energy. If your guy's spiritual, right, then it's a warfare between dark and light. These are not normal couples, right? These are not normal couples, right? We're on a spiritual path. We're on a spiritual journey of learning about empathy. The only way that you learn about empathy is by connecting with what? An empath that ends up being pathetic. Waste of time. I've done nothing but waste my time trying to get you to focus on me. If another person doesn't want to, it's because they realise that what you were projecting is a 5. 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands. It really doesn't fucking matter. Because the energy of 5 is projected upon another to say that you do not emotionally support me or do anything for me. And because you don't do it to me, right? Do it to me one more time, Lionel Richie, or Riches, or Richard, or Rachel. But because you don't emotionally support me and you don't show your feelings by being masculine, because you don't show them to me, then all I've done is feel down that you don't support me, and then possibly, because I'm saying if you have turned sour through this, right, and someone's like, you know what, Nick, fuck it, keep it. If the milk turns sour, I ain't the kind of pussy to drink it. Do you know what I mean? And you left, but there was a ghosting energy of like, well, I feel down and you don't emotionally support me because you don't have empathy. Y'all got to be very careful on the energy that you contaminate with another. Because if you're going through this individually because your card is here, Leo, it could be coming from yourselves. This is what I'm saying, right? That's what I say about everybody, where everyone's like, Steve, you keep shouting at us and tell her that humans are flawed. Of course, because Adam and Eve were contaminated by Lucifer, the dark energy of the forbidden fruit, right? So what do you think we all have in us? Dark and light. You don't have any empathy for me, do you? No. Really? Well, why not? Right? Afraid not. Right? Jesus. You see, I believe because of the energy of Jesus of like 3, right, of the hangman, of me not ever being there and none of you guys ever being there, I can guarantee you that if you, or Gary or Tina, I can guarantee you that if you read a Bible or you look for anything on YouTube that explains about anything that is biblical, majority of people over this period of time have transformed the Bible into what they now believe to be astrology. And what they also now believe of like, man, I've been reading this Bible for years and I'm actually starting to break down the code of what this truly means, which is different than what it used to be. So even people that are biblical are actually now reading a book, now working out the fact that what was supposed to be meant through those what they don't understand now actually means something completely different than it didn't mean before. That does not mean that you are right or wrong. It means that everything in life evolves. Everything evolves, right? So it evolves with you or without you, but it leaves you behind, life. Completely leave you behind in the dust, bruv. Because it rotates on an axis of moving, right? Richard Pryor, give him the wrong finger, right? So, I don't know what this is to do with playing with fingers. Oh, Freddy Four Fingers, or whatever your name is. Thanks, you're right there. Thanks for moderating also. Right, did you give someone the wrong finger? So, but like, I don't know. I'm hearing a finger of fudge is just enough to give your kids a treat. What? That was an advert. That was an advert. Finger of fudge. Anyway, fuck knows where that's coming from. I've got no idea. Sorry, Leo, but like I can hear that in my head for some reason. A finger of fudge, or fudge. The name fudge, or someone likes eating a lot of fudge. Fudge. Oh, okay. This is where Steve really does get in trouble. Okay, so in Britain, we normally say a thing that can come across as I don't know, stuff that I ain't really going to say, but it's fudge something, and it definitely, I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it, right? But someone's packing a punch anyway, right? Put it that way. So, as I'm saying, if this energy here is getting very violent, right, then the milk is turned completely sour, and you've turned into a mouse, right, here. So, what you think and feel about your person is the fact that they don't have any empathy for you. Well, no, probably not. If they feel very good, then that's like, they're like, no, I cannot deal with all of that madness of 5 of cups. Because all you're doing from a 5 is turning from a 5 to a 5 to a 5 to a 5. You're making a drama out of a crisis. You're making them more out of it than what it really was. So if this is your thoughts and your feelings of like, well, you just made it into more than what it really was, if you'd have just listened to me in the first place, and you'd have just given me some attention to my emotional need of what it was, then everything would have been rosy and Jim. But because you didn't, right, now if you've gone through this time and time again, like whatever her name was, right, time after time, if you've gone through this time and time and time and time again and got very tired and very worn out by telling the person that they don't have empathy for you, then be very careful when it comes to your thoughts. Dark thoughts create dark feelings. Dark feelings and dark thoughts, what do you think that is going to do to another person. Leave. Right? Leave. But like, well, leave then. Because 5 energies always put themselves out. They don't realise they do. A 5 energy at that time always puts themselves out. If that's arguing, again, did anybody watch the video? Here. Whoop, 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 whoop. 5 and 5. Fight. I can't seem to get through to you what I want. Right? You will not listen to my 10 of cups of what I want about being happy. An emotional wreck. Because I am. What am I? Coming like a wrecking ball. 5, Taurus, Sagittarius, life path. I come in like a wrecking ball. Right? So I wrecked it. I ruined it. I don't know that I did. Your karma is completely blind as shit. Right? You are blind to the truth of what is hidden behind yourself. Right? So you're seeing this other person as two-faced, maybe like a Gemini, that they do not pay attention to you. Right? That's help. I am physically or metaphysically helping you in order to stand on your own 2 feet to do things for oneself. To understand that I am a man. Masculine. Right? Yeah, but you're selfish. You don't know. It's because I'm a man. Right? So, how does Leo think and feel about their partner? Wow, what do you... If anybody ever questions my channeling, I'm going to rip your head off, bruv, like a sour pussy. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. You see? I turned into a sourpuss. I had no courage in life in order to physically start doing... Like, okay, you're not telling me what to do, young man. You told me all of this before. Okay? Every time you keep telling me to do something, I'm telling you no, that it was you. Yes, but I told you to do that. Yeah, well, don't tell me to do it, because I don't like being told what to do. Does this sound like your mother or your father that ever said this to you when you were a kid? I tell you to do... Oh, no, I don't like doing all of those kind of things. Well, yeah, but I said to you, look, you know, if you'd have just done this for a start... No. No, I come in like a wrecking ball. Bruv, right? So I'm telling you now, I'm turning from a 5, where I'm emotionally not getting a need met. So you are now being blaming an energy here of what you're feeling from the energy of yourselves. From yourselves, right? Is that from a Jack to a King, right? Jackie, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine. But again, from this 5 of Cups of obsessively knowing that your person doesn't emotionally support you, you have now blamed the other person and wondering why the fuck it is that they are more than likely not here anymore. Yo, tell me, is this person still with you? Why is it the fuck now that I now am alone, that I turned from this 5 of Cups where I got that emotionally upset, the fact that you didn't want to listen to my 5 of Cups, that you may have understood empathically that you don't have empathy, because I'm telling you that you didn't have any empathy and that you don't care for my feelings. But I empathically more than likely picked up that you could be a raving lunatic at this time. Right? This is the brutal honest truth here, Leo. And you can either learn or you can just fucking cover it up with makeup. But it soon comes off and you have to put more on. Right? Can't cover shit up for long, bruv. Right? Unless your name's Malcolm. Right? But, you know, you can't cover things up in life, definitely if you're dealing with a very intuitive person. Right? You can't cover up. Because if your guys are dealing with a Scorpio, Aries type sort of feeling, bruv, they'll just know. They'll just know. They can sniff it out. Right? So, I come in like a wrecking ball because I felt low. The fact that I've now blamed you, that you do not support my emotional need and you do not have any empathy. Dark empath. Don't worry about it. You have to be contaminated with dark when you are learning. When you are learning, do you think that if you were light and bright and fluffy and breathy, that everything would be great in life? No. No, no, no. You learn by your mistakes, right? You can only learn by making one. But if you have made so many mistakes during this cycle with this person, Michael, right, or you've gone over it and over it and over it and over it in your head of why the fuck it is that this person will not listen and support me emotionally when I am constantly wheezing, constantly have a craving, constant craving. I crave your attention by asking for your attention to support my emotional need, and then I blame you for not having it. Dark empathy. Don't freak out. Don't go and get a load of witchcraft stuff trying to get rid of your dark energy. You are living in purgatory. The only way that you ever learn is by learning to navigate through it because you are in it. Shit. You're in the fucking hole. You, Leo, are in the dark side of the moon. Right? The moon. You could well have a moon sign of Aquarian or like Sagittarius, Taurus, or North Node or something like that. Okay? But like, man, it is constantly going over and over and over in my goddamn head. Do I constantly feel negative about this person or about myself, that I am not a bear witness to that, because this person won't pay attention when I keep talking about myself all the time. Yeah, but you're selfish, fish. Yeah, so was Jesus apparently. That's why he ends up being a hangman. Right? Sorry, but like, do you know what I'm saying here? It's predictable. Well, it isn't. It is and it isn't. It's stuff that doesn't make a lick of fucking sense because it is all in one's head that creates dark energy. It all creates dark energy. You bring it upon yourself. Yo guys are probably being this or someone watching this thinking, fuck no, I'm going to rip his head off and spit down his neck. Right? How dare you say things like that about me or to me? How can you? They're a narc. They play mind games on me. They won't listen to me. Nobody will ever do what I want them to do because I realise that I cannot control anybody. So what are you going through, Leo? Fucking drama and a crisis, bruv. You made more out of it than what it was. That's probably why this person isn't listening to you. Because they probably understand, man. Right, I guarantee I'll tell you a little story very quickly. Right, my friend Chris, right, and my friend Claire, they lost their mum. They lost their dad a while ago, like me. But my mum is still here. But I lost my brother and my nan and everything. You know, midlife crisis, goddamn, everything went on. Lost my job, everything else. Forget about me. Went to my friend's mum's funeral, right? First time that I'd been out with the lads for a while, right? There was only, sit out the back, when we went to the funeral, we went to the physical bowling. There was a bowling green. God knows why they make bowling greens, because there was no one on it. But like, cricket, bowling, green. Nobody around, peace, quiet, trees, tranquility, lovely people, just fantastic. Really nice elderly people. Had no, like, it was just so calming and relaxing that three of us sat outside talking. And I guarantee you this, right? We all looked at each other pretty much and said, man, what is wrong with women? I'm being honest. We all sat there like, man, I don't get them. I don't get it. Like, you know, we're all chilled, like sitting there thinking, man, isn't this lovely? Just peace and quiet, away from everybody, like no drama, having a laugh. looking at like Doris and Peter over there that are like 90 years old having a like cookout. Go on, Doris, have a cookout. Was We've got a Rastafari sitting right next to me at a funeral, like smoking weed because that's what he believes in. Got told to go a little bit further up the way there if that's what you want to do. He's dreadlocked. Oh man, I'm gonna have some weed in it, right? So he's kind of like tucking the herb. Then we're like making a story out of it, saying, man, all that's been driftwood over toward these two old couple over here, and they're now having a cookout. So we're like just out, we're having a laugh, bruv. And it is so chilling and so relaxing to be able to look at another person and like, man, I can't never figure people out. What the hell is wrong with people that keep moaning about men? You know, we do the best that we can in order to be great, right? But I guarantee that most people think, no. Right? Where have you been all this time? To a funeral? Or like, where have you been all this time? I don't know, fucking Tesco, bruv, somewhere else. I don't want to put up with all of this negative shit. You know, I work, I got problems at work, and I come home and the last thing that I want to do is walk through the door and listen to you keep banging on about all the things that I'm doing wrong, that you say that I am not supportive of your emotional need, but have I physically been supporting you? What? Have I physically been supporting you? This could all be a drama out of a crisis of a metaphysical warfare. Yeah, right? Yeah, but you make a drama out of a crisis. You don't ever really do or say what I want you to. Turn into Beaker, Leo. Have I rubbed anybody up the wrong way yet, Leo? Right? But do y'all get it? Because this energy is you, but this is how you're thinking about your other person. So then why the fuck are you still here? You're probably in. You're probably not, right? So, anyway, so let's see how your partner thinks and feels about you. How does Leo's partner think and feel about Leo? How does Leo's partner think and feel about Leo? Fucking stressed out to shit, bruv. That's what they feel. That you're playing mind games. They're kind of like, bruv, fuck this noise, bruv. Oh, well, I can't sleep. You must be feeling my energy. They're like, bruv, you stress me out, worry me more than anything else. That's what your person thinks and feels. That you worry them to death. Oh, my God, it's my twin flame. I'm driving down the road. And oh, man, they ducked when they see me. Of course they did. Of course they did, sweetheart. Rogers. Right? Alright, Derek. Alright, tell boy, go and speak to Grandad. Alright? Come on. But, you know, Nine of Swords. You stress them out. You stress them out. It's probably too much. Right? Too much. It's like, man, you're too much, man. Like, calm down with your, like, fixed fireness. You're too obsessed. You're too much. And then when you lose your shit and you turn into fucking Aslan that just resurrects itself from the floor, pick yourself up. You won't listen to... No, you stress me out. You make matters worse, not better. Yeah, well, it was because it was you. I don't give a shit. No, you stress me out. Pussy, you stress me out. You are no longer the pussycat. You got too angry. I told you not to argue, but what did you go and do? And everybody says, yeah, well, you can't argue with stupid. No, you can't. That's what your person thinks. You can't argue with stupid, so I'm not listening. No. I told you. This is the brutal truth. Karmic truth. What comes around goes around that bites you in the arse for energies that people may or may not listen to. They were like, well, Steve, we watched that reading, but then when we forgot about it, we watched 10 million others. We actually come to the conclusion that we forgot what the fuck it was that you told us not to do. And we just went ahead and done that anyway. Because we're part of the crew. And we'll do whatever we want. Did it work out? More than likely not. Right? I really hope this is recording. Yeah. So let's see. How does Leo's partner think and feel about Leo? How does Leo's partner think and feel about Leo? Bam! Well, band on the run. Band on the... I got banned. I got took off. I got a gastric band, maybe. I don't know. Could have had a large ego. Or Elijah? I don't know. But, like, man, no. It's finished. It's done. I'm sorry, but you stressed me out more than anything else. I'm not listening. This is a ghosted, finished energy. I can't cope with all of your fucking drama and your, like, periods and God knows what else. I mean, that's another thing. Don't get me started, Leo, around the old feral cats and pussies. You know. Oh no, I'm having a fucking moment about my period and everything else. I don't know, go and tell it to the doctor, go and tell it to a mate, don't tell me about it, I don't really want to know. Yeah, well, I'm fucking stressed out. Well, I don't give a shit. No, you cannot come at anybody with a 5, especially around me. Anybody comes at me with a 5, I won't listen to you. I won't pay attention. I do not pay attention to people. I do not give empathy for attention seekers when I know and sniff it out and think, man, you've done this before. You've done it before, you've done it again, and then again, and then again. Eventually I'm going to start thinking, Steve, has this happened before, yeah? Has it happened before, yeah? Were you shouted at, yeah? Were you blamed at, yeah? Did you have a load going on in your life anyway, yeah? Did you really want to have to contend with this in the first place? No. Was it your fault, apparently? Do you give a shit? No. Well, of course you don't. No. I'm not listening. I'm not listening. You stressed me out more than anything else. 9 and 1, 10. End of a cycle and a rainbow. That's not means forever. Or, well, that's like afraid not. It's the energy of like whatever spirit has in design for you is up to you. But if your life here is in turmoil, Mel, Melanie, Melissa, Maria, Mel. I keep saying Mel. Mel and Kimberly. Kimbo slice, bruv. Yo, sliced him like a Kimbo. Let's Kimb him. No, didn't get in very far either, did it? Look at him now. Is he? Where is he? Is Kimbo Slice still with us? He's still with us there, Kimbo? Or Kimberly? Anyway, yeah, we're finished with this bit. So if you want to help me, this is where we go over to the full access bundle. But again, I hope you have stuck right in there till the end. This goes over to the full access bundle. This is where it's going to get juicy because we are then going to look at Lucifer, probably Lucifer's coming up. But like, Lucifer Morningstar. Right? But like, Aquarian. Lucifer Morningstar, the Aquarian. But like, yeah. It goes over to the full access bundle only. But these eventually are only going to be over on the full access bundle. Because I might do your past reading for your week and then only do these. I'm just giving you a taste for the pussies. Okay, but generally I might just do these over on Patreon at some point. I'm going to give you a taster of what you can get sometimes over there when you open the box of chocolates. So we're going to look into this, but then we're going to see like the outcome through this and the thoughts and feelings that are coming from this person as the thoughts and feelings of the person here of what they have in mind to approach this person with, or what you have in mind without each other. Now, if this ends up physical, metaphysical, it still shows me a lot of thoughts and feelings that are created about what is going on in separate lives. Okay? Because you could be moving on, moving in, moving out, moving away. Who knows until I do it? But you'll only find it on the full access bundle. Thank you so much for your time, care, words, support, like, share, subscribes, Leo. I really do appreciate it. And I will hopefully catch you on the link that is provided below, but you need to either 1, watch the video, or 2, find the link where it says the full access bundle when you get to Patreon, if that's when you want to join, because that's where you'll find everything that is in the full access bundle. There is that much stuff that is shoved in there that you could not get as much in a burger if you went to McDonald's. Okay, you get more for your money. Okay, so thanks very much, I really appreciate it, and I will see you soon.